I said, are y'all ready, Xperts? Team, how y'all feel? Fired up!
Never break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, let the grind.
These choices determine the difference between who you are and who you could be.
I never miss that fact, taking big swings, jam to the bat, put me in the ring, you'll go out in a bag.
You have your own challenges, but you can make a decision. You can either make money or you can make excuses.
You have to have the willpower to pull that power tool out that's inside of you and just go for it.
There's a lot of painful stuff that happened in my practice company. The reason why I grew up this much is because I learned a lot from them. The pain might be not my fault, but my healing is my responsibility.
It was a temporary pain for a lifetime of gain.
If you don't believe in you first, you can never ask someone else to believe in you as well. This is not a fake it till you make it, guys. Stop listening to that stuff.
My name, but they holding back. They wanna say they hate, but they know it's cap. I ain't playing no games. I just do it.
We need a vehicle, the fastest vehicle that we could find in this industry, and that's what? Superior.
No matter what happens, there's always something to be grateful for.
After death, to be a legend instead of something you can forget. I'm living up every breath. I'd rather lead than be led. I'll fill the seats as I spread.
9.5 years ago, on January 22nd, 2014, a vision was born. A vision of freedom, a vision of righteousness, a vision of equality, a vision of becoming the best damn financial services company this world has ever seen.
Your belief will build your endurance. You know how you say to someone, hey, let's build your list. What 3 people would you call in the middle of the night if you had a flat tire or something like that? How many people use that line? Okay, are you that person for your people?
True greatness is shown through one's works and actions, the way in which you impact the lives of others. Greatness does not make excuses or shy away from failure. Greatness is hard, but folks, hard defines greatness. Continue to be great, Xperts.
Did my past dictate my future? So listen, I'm not worried about your current track record. I'm worried about where you're going. The past is in your head. The future is in your hands.
Woo! Great morning, champions, CEOs, and future millionaires. This is Jock Vaughn, aka Uncle Jock, zooming in from the DMV. And when I say DMV, for y'all that are not from the DMV, I do not mean the Department of Motor Vehicles. So that means DC, Maryland, and Virginia. Real quick, check the phone, Micah. Can y'all hear me loud and clear?
Yes.
All right, yes. All right. Real quick, we got some new people. If you are in the attendees area, look at your device. People, our co-hosts are sending you invites so you can come on in and get the full-blown experience. So accept the invite as a panelist. That doesn't mean anything changes except for you get the full-blown Zoom experience. All right. So with that being said, we are in our tip drill version of Pass the Ball. And this is where we got a couple questions. So for you new people, just keep up. It'll all make sense to you in a little bit. Real quick, some housekeeping rules as we go into our Pass the Ball segment. Please be mindful if you do decide that you can come off of mute and speak. Please take 2 minutes or less, or the Sandman, Mr. Troy Gandy, and some of the co-hosts may. Oh, dang. Is Troy here today? Troy, don't even look like you're here today. Anybody seen Troy? Anybody seen Troy?
On the other side, he's not accepting the panelists. He's got 2 screens, 2 devices.
Okay. So If you take longer than 2 minutes, you could get muted. So we tell everybody to be mindful so we can get some testimonies from people. We can get as many as we can. So with that being said, I got 3 questions for y'all. The first question is, team, how y'all feel?
Fired up.
That's what I'm talking about. And what's up?
My
I hope the DJ is on my heels. And who gets a green sheet?
Everybody.
Get your green sheets. Everybody get your green sheets. Get your green sheets. Everybody get your green sheets. Get your green sheets. Everybody get your green sheets. Get your green sheets. Everybody get your green sheets.
Woo, that's what I'm talking about. Everybody get your green sheet. So this is again where we take 2 minutes or less to talk about our money-making activities. We got some agents from coast to coast that come on here and share their money-making activities. So with that being said, I am going to pass the ball to a lady who we did a tag team yesterday. So I'm gonna let her take the floor and also probably put some people on display as she usually does. So none other than Super ED, Miss Teresa O'Day. What do you have to say today? Ooh, that's hard.
Goodness, Uncle Jock. I was not expecting that. Wow. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
It's a beautiful day here in Atlanta, Georgia. Yes, the best CEO meetup this morning, every morning, Monday through Thursday. I do miss it on Fridays, though. But anyway, so my money-making activities today, I'm following up on. I have 2 cases that I put in. I was just wanting to confirm some things on the illustration. So today I'm going to submit those, and those would give me about 12,000 points. I already have 4 in the books. So my Entrepreneurs Lounge is done. And then also, I do have team members join on share. Some SFAs at the end of this month will be happening. So it's just, I'm telling you all, we have the best platform here. The environment is just really great, and our information is second to none. I just love it. Thank you for allowing me to be the first today. Let me see. Who do I pass the ball to?
You know the person that you invited, I think, is on the line this morning.
Okay, let's see. We should have a young lady here. Vibrant lady. Oh, yes, she is. Let me pass this ball to Miss Rosemary. Miss Rosemary, are you able to unmute?
She might be at work.
No, she said she was going to be off today.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe we can.
So
maybe we can swing back around to her.
Yeah. But that was a great. I tell you, the collaboration is just the best, and I'm telling you, it is awesome. So let's see who else have their
I'm able to unmute.
Oh, okay. Are you able to speak now, madam?
Yes. Well.
Yes, please.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Are you guys hearing me?
Yes, we can.
Yes.
Let me see. Did I cut my? Okay, I'm not on Zoom. Okay. Yes. My name is Rosemary Ona, and I'm part of. I come from Nigeria to begin with, and in Nigeria, I was a banker. I banked for 13 years. I'm presently here in United States. I'm a registered nurse. I got joined into WFG through my daughter. And on the process, I couldn't find my feet very well, probably because of my lack of sleep and stress and all that. But I am someone who needed to know more. I'm a little bit curious like a cat. So I'm asking myself, if I am in something, I really want to master that thing, but pressure and stress made me not to know the things that I needed to know in this business. So one day on my platform, I got to find Uncle Jack number, and what he said got me interested, and I said no. I have to speak to this person because the way he talked was like, I got the chase, I have the joker. So I said, okay. I called him over 3 weeks ago. I've forgotten that I made that call actually because he didn't call me back, and but thank God I left a message. So yesterday, was it no, but the day before yesterday, I was coming back from work and my phone rang and I saw this number. I said, oh my God, I'm not familiar with this particular number, but let me just give it a shot. And I answered it, and there and then it was Uncle Jock. And I said, wow, my day is opened in this business. And after we talked, and he said he's going to get me linked up with my fellow Nigerian. And I got to know yesterday Dr. Doctor called me, Dr. Teresa. That's my sister. So she called me and I was so excited because sometimes knowing something that you're being taught in your own nationality and in your own mannerism gets down very well. So when she spoke to me, I am more excited to know what I should know that I didn't know. So Uncle Jack then said, they will bring me to this platform and, we go from there. So here I am, ladies and gents.
All right.
Thank you for inviting me.
It was a pleasure meeting you yesterday. And you are in great. Yeah, welcome. Dr. Teresa, can you pass the ball for Rosemary?
Yes. So thank you for sharing that, sis, with us. You're welcome. Let's hear from this lady. I haven't heard from her in a while. I just love her voice, her inspiration. Ms. Niaja Phillips. Take it away.
Good morning, Doc. Thank you, Dr. Teresa. I had a feeling you were about to call me. And I always love hearing from you and learning from you. You are a great example of a leader. So thank you for always sharing with us. So the activities I have are I'm doing follow-ups with people that were interested in a policy but have yet to sign up and do their applications. I'm also scrubbing back through all of the appointments that did not, turn into applications from since the very beginning when I first started a few years ago. I will say, my first approximately 50 appointments that I had, I only got just barely a handful of applications from those first 50 appointments. So I'm going to go back and retrace my steps and follow up with those people to see if maybe now is a better time. Yesterday, I'm in a group chat with some of my family members that I don't really know them very well because I didn't grow up with them. We didn't see each other very much, but I went ahead and put together just kind of a personal note in the group chat that I'm in with my family. And I sent something out yesterday to them just to remind them what I'm doing, and let them know, that I care about them being covered and having the proper protection. So I sent that out to our big group chat, and I'm hoping to I've gotten some positive responses yet. but now I'm going to do the follow up to actually get the appointments with them. Um, I am also I've been doing some onboarding with new agents that have come into um our team, and I'm trying to think what else. I had something else, but I can't remember what it was. But those are my main activities that I've been working on this week.
Cool, cool, cool. Well, keep up the great work, Naja. And who are you passing that ball to?
Okay, let's see. I'm gonna pass it to a young lady that all of us love to hear her smooth talking voice, and she's has a beautiful spirit, and I haven't heard from her in a little while, so I'd love to hear what she has going on. Miss Annie Willie, can you speak this morning?
Yes, good morning, everyone. Good morning,
Good
Mr.
morning.
Yeah. You've been away for a minute, so I'm happy to hear what you're doing, and you are killing it, girl. Congratulations. And welcome, Miss Rosemary. I am also from that area of town called Nigeria. We were very happy to have you on board. So yesterday, I was at the office. We have our office here in Georgia, and I decided to go through some numbers. And I had some notes, and I said, I'm not leaving the office until I have a years. So one of the last person I called said yes, and he told me that he was in the area feeding the community.
Mm,
He will I should call him today so that we can meet the next day. So maybe tomorrow or Thursday. And I know something good will come out of it because I've been on him. I know he has the money, but he doesn't know. I don't think he has a, a good strategy. So he's willing to sit down now when I talked about retirement.
mm.
And this morning, I am bringing three license prospects to Frank DeLeo's session at 10 o'clock. So I hope something good to come out of it as well.
I love it.
Yeah, working, checking,
Right.
and following up.
Good stuff. Good stuff. And yes, if you all are able, if somebody can drop the link to Frank's training at 10 o'clock, that training is awesome. If you're able to check in, you definitely want to do that. So thank you for sharing, Annie. And who are you passing that ball to?
Oh, okay. Let me see. Um, 1, 2, 3. I do see Miss London, B. London. I'm not familiar with her, but she has a striking smile, and I love to hear from her. Miss London, can you come off mute and talk to us?
Good morning, everyone, and thank you, Miss Annie. Um, my I'm 3 weeks in, so I am still getting the gist of the business. I do appreciate the trainings that are being offered on Tuesday and Saturdays because it's helped guiding me to know actually what I should be sharing. Um, I'm also very thankful for this group because it's helping me know that you're not going to get all yeses. And then when you get no's, to possibly revisit, but put some time in, but don't um, put too much time in. If the person is showing you that they're not interested, that you should just keep moving.
Mm-hmm.
So I do appreciate that. I almost certain that I have one person on a BTO tonight,
Okay.
possibly two. The young lady that is my possible, she had a bad experience with Primerica. So she's kind of pushing back and doubting some things. So we, meaning myself and Jacqueline, are giving her a little time, but still working on her. And
Love it.
lastly, if I may, just wanted to share a quote that's been helpful, especially based on, speaking we're hearing everyone. It's actually from Thomas Edison, and it says many of life's failures are people who did not realize how close they were to success when they
Mm.
gave up.
Woo! I
So,
love it, love it, love it. Thank you, B. London, for sharing. And that
yes.
quote really resonates because it also kind of goes to what we always talk about. Don't quit because you're probably 3 feet from gold. So thank you for sharing, and I'm glad that you're getting value out of what we're doing. And just keep plugging in, and you will be fine. Actually, somebody has their hand up. Who are you passing that ball to, B. London?
So I will pass the ball to someone that I'm very impressed with, and that would be Miss Tawana Chisley.
Thank you, Miss B. London. And that was an amazing quote. This is something we definitely need to live by. And proud of you for staying in the car and moving forward. Yesterday, I had a conversation with a good friend of mine that is a licensed insurance agent. And I've been working on her. Every once in a while, I would reach back out to her to see where she is with her business. And I kind of approached her a little differently and asked her if it would be okay for her to share a video with the person that brought her in. She said she didn't even know him personally.
Wow.
So she said
That's an
his name.
indicator.
Say it again.
That's an indicator.
She said his name, and I didn't remember it right off the bat. But his name, he popped up on the TV and he's going to be on a TV show. His name is Mark Tabron. He has some kind of podcast. She watched it, and she decided to sign up under him. Doesn't know him personally, so I told her. So I started piquing her interest a little more. I said, like, if you're over here with us, you get the opportunity to not only know who brought you in, but everybody else that is in the business, and plus you get to have a chance to meet the actual CEO. So she just started listening a little more. She says she's going to she's recalibrating 2025, and she asked me to keep dripping on her, and she might make that move. So I just wanted to throw that out there. Don't give up on your folks.
Absolutely, absolutely. And just make sure in your transfer of information that and if you're not able to do it or explain it, make sure you get with me or Eric or somebody that can explain to her really what the differences are with Xperia and some of these other groups, like we talked about yesterday on the training, the legacy plan, the shareholder, becoming a shareholder, equity shares, agency ownership. So make sure you convey those messages to her. That's for everybody. When you're talking to licensed agents, make sure you're discussing and talking to them about what separates Xperia from the rest of the pack. Thank you, Tawana.
Thank you. So here's the great thing. We talked to her. Eric had an hour conversation with her at the time. And she was being so stubborn. I mean, she was listening, but I'm loyal. I'm loyal to my company. First, she was saying her team. I'm like, you don't have a team. I just found out she doesn't have anybody under her. So she was just being a little stubborn.
I got you.
So yeah, to just come back and just keep dripping on the people, it's gonna make a difference. So.
Now, does anybody remember what we said that you can combat that statement with when people say, I'm loyal to my upline, I'm loyal to my company? Do y'all remember what we discussed in one of the trainings that's a great comeback for that?
Oh gosh. How
Yes.
Go ahead, Annie.
Oh, well, as one thing came, it's on top of my head. You said that when they say that just don't be combative and tell them that what is it that you would like to see change in your industry, something like that. That was one of it, Jock.
The main one, that's a good one. The main one, when people say, you know, I'm loyal to my upline, I'm loyal to my company. Y'all can take a note. This is a nugget right here. Well, prospect, are you loyal to yourself and to your family and to your bank account? Because a lot of times people don't put it in perspective. Be loyal to you first. I understand you might love your company and like your upline, but be loyal to yourself. If you can do the same work and get a raise as far as your income, who you gonna be loyal to? So that might be something you might be able to come back with, Tawana, just to just to when you're in conversation with them.
Okay. So now I'm going to pass the ball to, and he's fairly on. I know you're having some struggles this morning, Mr. Troy. What do you have going on, sir?
I don't know what the devil is doing. He's messing with my laptop and everything. That's for sure. So, nevertheless, I had to chime in this morning because it's a prime example of staying in the car, doing what you're supposed to do, getting in front of people and whatnot. And I was at an event. It was Black Entrepreneurs, the Expo in Hagerstown, Maryland, and I was passing out cards and doing what I do, piquing everybody's interest. And a wonderful young lady I happened to speak to calls me up yesterday out of the blue and says that she's been actually doing the business, promoting my business.
Okay.
And she found out that so many people had not responded or actually taken advantage of the information she was giving them. And she ran across another gentleman, and she said, this one seems like he was really serious about it. So she calls me for him, and I'm talking to her. And then, eventually last night, we just went through the process. I say, hey, are you seriously doing the business without getting paid for it? So then I introduced her to, I said, let me do this. Let me send you an overview of what we do so you have the full gist of what's going on. Then I introduced her to the ED himself, the Godfather, Mr. Aurelio Evans. And last night she got coded and became an agent. So
nice.
I have her on the line right now. Her name is Miss Natea Watkins.
Hello. Good afternoon. Good morning.
Good morning, Natea.
Good morning.
So Natea, you got a couple minutes just to tell them exactly what you're feeling about the business and what made you join.
What made me join was talking to you and him convincing me to try because I'm always talking to someone about life insurance.
Okay.
I believe that everyone should have something and not leave their families to fend, aimlessly wondering what's going to happen to them when they die. And a lot of people don't like to talk about that. And I'm usually the one running around. Why don't you have life insurance? It doesn't matter if you have a little bit or a lot. Don't you worry about your family. So he was like, you should be doing this. And I'm like, you think so? I'm a chef by trade. And this isn't usually what I would do. But he's like, you do it already. And it's like, wait a minute, I do it already. I spoke to 3 people before talking to him legitimately about life insurance.
Okay.
I was like, why aren't you getting this? And shouldn't you think about your family? I had a brother who passed away, and he left behind 9 children, a wife, and he didn't have life insurance. And to watch his, wife and children struggle that whole time to try to figure out how to bury him, and everything was horrible, knowing how much money.
Okay, you're falling in the bushes right now.
Your phone is breaking
but we
up.
got what you were saying. We appreciate it.
Glad to have you. And like Troy said, it's good that you're in position now to be able to make some money by sharing the information that you were already doing. So great job, great job. And Troy, can you pass the ball for her?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, we're gonna do a couple more.
All right. So welcome Natalia, and we moving on. And let's see, who can I see on here? Who has their hand up? Nobody has their hand up. So you know what I do anyway. Well, we just gonna fall in line, and we're gonna pull up Miss Jackie Ballard. Come on, teammate. Unmute. I know you in there. And if you fell into a pillow or something, we're gonna pass the ball on to now none other than Miss Rosemary Awuna.
Hi.
You already talked.
You already
I'm
spoke.
lost. I'm
Oh, you
lost.
did? Oh, wow. I'm sorry. Well, I know where I got to go now. If that's the case, and when we're moving a little too slow, we get in the car and we just take it on down south to get Miss Takesha Carr.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope you guys can hear me well.
Yes.
Happy Wednesday. It is a great day in the land, and we are excited about what we have going on.
Yes.
We had an awesome training last night with Dr. Mary. We went into the Blueprint breakout room, and we got an opportunity to look at the onboarding guide sheet. So it's a step-by-step process of what we're going to be rolling out on next year, and I am super excited about it, you guys. So there is a lot going on. Yesterday, we had an opportunity. Of course, you guys know it's open enrollment season. So within Xperia, we have opportunity to do more than just life. We're doing health also. So it's open enrollment season, and open enrollment has been kicking my butt. You guys been working till like 8, 9 o'clock every single night, trying to get everybody in. But in the process, we are getting some life applications and some life appointments on. So I do tell everyone, just make sure that you're having that conversation. I had a conversation with a young lady last night, and she was like, you know what? I can barely afford my health insurance. Like my health insurance is so expensive. Like I can hardly afford that. You know, I'm just gonna pass on life. And I was like, you're gonna pass on life? I said, you have 3 kids. If anything was to happen to you, what do you think is gonna happen to your kids? So because she was 32 and her kids were young, we got her some small policies. We did 4 policies for like $25. So I say just don't discount the small stuff. I know sometimes we're always going out and we're getting the big policies, but at the end of the day, just make sure your people are covered. Something is better than nothing. And for those people that are having a hard time making some things affordable, we have a ton of opportunities. Even if we can just get the parent insured and add children as riders, that's more than not having anything. So that's my spiel for this morning.
Love it, love it, love it. And guess what? You get to bring up the man of the hour.
Oh, what a distinct pleasure. Okay, beautiful.
Hey, Takesha, real quick, are you talking through your headset?
Let's fix that.
Yeah, you sound